Hey Scented friends, sorry it's been so long since I've done another video, but I'm sure you're not interested in me explaining why, so I'm not going to bother. Anyway, the fragrance I want to do for you today, it's called the little sample, I have it out of the packet, but it's called Wild Fern from GEOF Trumper. The location I went to a few months ago was in London. They're both in London actually. Anyway, so I went to the St James's location, which is 1 Duke of York Street, St James, London, and there's a phone number and all that. But go on to trumpers.com, and you will find their beautiful array of different colognes that they have. Now the guy that helped us, he was really lovely, really knowledgeable, gave us several samples, so I'm looking forward to doing a few more reviews of the samples. They're only like teeny tiny sizes, 2 ml sizes, but what you get out of them I think is absolutely fantastic. I've already opened it up because otherwise I'll spill it, but I already have it on my skin. It's been on my skin now for about an hour, and it's faded more just to a pure skin scent, so an hour later. But when I first put this on, and I'm going to put it on again, and I'm just going to do dab. Don't rub, dab, 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 dab. Anyway, it is a beautiful, you get a spiciness, a carnation spiciness that comes out at first. That's what's coming out on my skin. And then it's herbal, it's green, it's earthy. I get like a velvet that comes out in it. And sometimes to me, velvet to me also has like a musky tone to it as well. So it just all blends up really well together and just so smooth. It's such a beautiful classic fougere. Now, bear in mind, this particular one did come out in 1877, so long before my time, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And what I did find as well is, you know, your old classic Brut. All right, so this one, well, I don't know how classic this one is now because I bought this, I think a couple of years ago in a local, I think I bought it in Target. Anyway, because I live in the US. So I bought it in my local Target for my husband. You know, I buy the stuff for my husband to put on his skin, really it's for me to test. So, but he obliges anyway. But I noticed that Brut gives such a beautiful nod to this Wild Fern from Trumper. So I think if you do like fougere fragrances, which I've found like over the years, sometimes you don't really know the types of fragrances you like, you just keep leaning towards a certain one. I lean towards like lots of different types of fragrances. I like narcotic florals. I think they're very sensual and sexy and sophisticated. Some of them have a real punch, and I do like that. But so some of you might lean towards, you might say, oh, I don't really know what I like. But then you say, well, I like Brut, I like this fragrance, you know, I like Wild Fern, I like this fragrance. And then you'll find that, oh, okay, you lean towards more fougere fragrances. So that's how you discover sometimes what you really like. And you can like a multitude of things, we all do. Anyway, but I do think Brut gives a really nice nod to this classic fougere Wild Fern. Would I say it's unisex? Absolutely. I love it. I'll wear it, that for sure. So next time I go back to London, I'm going to buy some. But the only thing is when I go over to London, I do have to pack it in my luggage to come back. So, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you've not been into a Trumper store, and for you guys, if you've got like beards and all that and you want to get your facial treatments, you can go upstairs in the store. I didn't go up there. But the guy that helped us was brilliant, explaining everything to us and the history of the store. So it's like stepping back in time. It's really absolutely fantastic. It's around the corner from Floris on Jermyn Street, and then it's a little, maybe a minute or two walk, I think, from Fortnum and Mason as well, because they have a really kind of nice perfume department there as well. And when I met my friend, we met at Covent Garden, then we did a nice scent journey through, you know, through parts of like Covent Garden and everything, and some of the shops there. And then we did end up at Trumpers. We found that by accident because we were actually looking for Floris, and then we saw Trumpers. So we went to Floris first and then back to Trumpers. And look in there, and we were just like really surprised. It's really lovely. Several like shaving stuff, really beautiful stuff. So if that's what floats your boat and that's what you really like, I highly suggest that Trumpers, the location we went to was absolutely gorgeous. So if you do like fougere fragrances, real classic fragrances, I think you are going to like Wild Fern. And then on a side note as well, I remember, you know, my dad in the 70s, you know, getting all suited and booted, putting his cravat on, and, you know, just getting ready to go and have a couple of pints and looking really smart, but I remember him wearing Brut. So it's the 70s to me is Fougere. That's my childhood memory, because I was a lot younger then. So the 70s to me is kind of like, that says, oh, that's the Fougere time, and then coming into the late 70s starts to get the more powerful floral fragrances in my memory. So so that, I figure I'll put that one out there for you. But yeah, I nod all the time. Yeah, okay, all right. So Brut gives a really beautiful nod to Wild Fern. Give it a try if you haven't. I like it. I think you will too. So I'll see you next time on another short fragrance review. Take care.